So this video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to do highlights to give you video in 720p because of my laggy internet, as you all know, along with Chem or Jim or whatever you want to call his name. Still can't remember it. But anyway, here we go. We qualified in 13th, you know, 1 second off the pace with Furkan not doing a fast lap. So anyway, 5 lights and here we go. Off the line, getting a reasonably good start, a lot of wheel spin and you know, just trying to, I'm staying a bit back because of my connection and I don't want to cause any crashes. You know, just staying back as Fat first, you know, brakes really early. I only just avoid him there and getting pushed out wide, which I wasn't, you know, happy with. I was on the outside there. I had about cars, you know, half a car there on the inside, so I shouldn't have been pushed like that. But anyway, carrying on and managed to keep my place now. And all hell just lets loose in front of me. You know, there was a crash with Alex there. You can see F1 Daniel J just decided to go to Bahrain. And, you know, a lot of lag. Look at that. Lag spikes, everything into there. And it's just not going my way at the moment. You know, I've not managed to gain any positions. Furkan's got ahead of me. And it looks like I'm going to have a pretty poor race again, but I've managed to get up the inside with Furkan defending as usual, and it looks like Furkan just gets pushed there or something, and he outbrakes himself and just goes straight into Jim. And so yeah, I didn't really notice F1 Daniel J, to be honest, coming straight up my inside there. Not much I could do about that, but I'm looking to get Granu. Maybe F1 Daniel J, but he's on the inside. And there's Alex right in front of me there, the other Ferrari. He's a fantastic teammate, fantastic driver. And yeah, contact there. And I have no explanation from that. It's just like auto spin. Go and ask Codemasters on that one, you know. I gave Alex a bit of a bump start to get him going. And looks like Jim is going to go straight up our inside here. That's bad news. Oh, yeah, that was always going to happen with his connection. Yeah, on his screen that didn't happen. You know, I just went straight wide and crashed. So yeah, down in 13th again. I've gained no positions out of all of that nonsense, and that's pretty annoying. So I guess realistically you could say now my race is damage limitation a lot. It's around my worst track. This is my worst track, you know, in terms of pace. And also I just hate the track, you know. I can't find a rhythm in it. So I'm just going to try and gain a few positions and hold it there. Which I really need a point this race. I'd like a point. Just 1 point if possible. And lots of lag going on as well with my video. And you know, just trying to defend my position. Because I know Granu's going to be coming up alongside me, and for some reason Mini Black has decided that he's going to go to Bahrain as well in that complex of corners, and so that's allowed me a chance to get past him. So I'm just going to come up alongside him as Granu makes an absolute bold move there to go up the inside, and they brake, and I just, you know, throw it on the apex and go straight past them as they go wide. You know, that's classic defending move there, and I managed to get it done as I give space for Granu and go wide over the curb, and then Mini Black gets an absolutely stonker of a corner exit and just goes straight past me. You know, nothing I could do about that. And so that was a case of goodbye, have a great time. And a lap later, and Granu just decides to chuck it up the inside, but thankfully he waits for me as he saw he pushed me wide. So credit to him, fantastic driving other than that. So I was just, you know, waiting for something to happen, something to gain me places. I'm P10, you know, I've got my objective of point at the moment. So but F1 Daniel J has just, or everybody calls him F1 DJ, but yeah, F1 DJ just comes out of the pits there, and I go into dive bomb central and just do a classic dive bomb up the inside. You know, he's on cold tires, doesn't really want to lock up, and I just take the risk, and it paid off. use my curves and gain the place, but I don't think I'm going to keep him there for long as I go too wide into that corner. So yeah, a lap later I go wide, my tyres are starting to go off, and he just goes straight round the outside and nothing I can do about that. Classic move there as well. Not much happening in the middle of this Grand Prix. It was more about strategy and tyre conservation, which I wasn't very good at. So again, on the same lap, I think, Granu just goes straight round the outside, which proves that I'm just so slow at this track. It's ridiculous. And so, you know, just classic move, and he's gone away into the distance. You know, no chance for me to catch up, although I've got the DRS, but I'm using a bit of my curves as well to catch up. I would think I was on Rich as well. So, you know, taking a better line than him, he locks up or something into there and goes onto the grass, so I might have a chance to pass him here. Not too hopeful, but give it a try and see what happens. That's my philosophy, you know, if it doesn't work, don't do it again. But you have to try it, and dive bomb central, you know, I give him lots of room. And this time, unlike F1 DJ, he gets a good exit, and, you know, he just keeps the place, you know, fantastic job from him. So, but he's offline into this corners, and he's, so have I. I've just gone so late into that apex, it's ridiculous. And he just gets it on the curb and goes wide, and I just go sailing straight past. Thank you, I'll take that place. And, you know, job done. So, lap 16, moving on a lot, and now Jack First is behind us and looking to cause trouble, trying to get past us after making a pit stop, and he just outbrakes himself, and the red mist has come down. As you can see, I was very angry at the time, you know. I wasn't on TeamSpeak, but if I was, or if I were, I would have just been absolutely livid. But anyway, lap 17, and he just goes straight past me on the next time, but he did wait for me, so, you know, credit to him as well. He did wait. No, fair racing, no quibbles. We discussed it after the race, and yeah, we just accepted it as it is, racing incident, you know. So lap 23, and we're getting towards the end of the race. I've made my last pit stop, and Boyassi just destroys his car on seemingly on the straight. So I have no explanation to that at all of how he could have destroyed it on the straight. There's nothing really to crash into, which is strange in itself. Maybe he was auto-retired, I don't know. But anyway, you can see that the safety car has been deployed, and it gives me another chance. Really, I've got a second chance to basically to win my race back. And with other guys pitting, I was discussing, do I stay out, do I go in, do I stay out, do I go in, and in the end I just went past the pit lane without thinking about it, and now it's, oh, safety car on the inside. Forgot about that one. Yeah, that safety car just appeared out of nowhere, and we all know if you touch it you get disqualified, so I was really lucky then. So yeah, they all have fresh tyres behind me and fresh tyres in front of me, so I'm expecting the others to go away from me in front, and and there to be a train behind me if I can to hold the cars up. So we're going to follow these last two laps entirely just to see what happens. As you can see, I'm just weaving a bit to keep my tire temperatures up. They seem pretty good, so, you know, I'm just going to go for it. I've got nothing to lose. I've just got to absolutely race my ass off. That's the way I'm going to put it. And so there I make the worst restart ever probably in AOR history, and look at the gap they pulled, and I look at the train that's behind me. So these two laps are absolutely crucial. I could lose a whole bunch of points if I don't get these two laps right. My tyres look like they are going to last, but they're pretty worn, so there should be like a second or two advantage in the guys that have pit, you know, so they should breeze past me in theory. But not doing anything into the first sector. They don't dive bomb me here, which is what I was expecting, and getting it a bit wrong on that apex there. And as you can see, Jack First fighting with looked like a Mercedes, so that's Granu. And So yeah, I do have a tendency to just, you know, flick the rear view button just to see what's happening, and, you know, just get one picture or one, you know, one frame if I can. And you know, that gives me enough information I need where to defend to. And so I don't see any arrows on my screen, and I find it very bizarre. Which means that my tires should be okay for the moment. And obviously Jack First, very close, you know, he's got slipstream, he's probably on rich, so he should be able to close it up. And look at that, closing, and relatively short gears, and he's looking to throw it around the outside, but he doesn't get it done. And Kifla just goes straight past him there, as you can see. Probably got held up by me, but you know, I'm running my own race, I can't worry about what he's doing. And Kifla, I really thought Kifla was going to try for an inside, but he tries to go around the outside and then thinks better of it. So he stays behind me, obviously thinking he'll get another chance during the oh, he gets a chance up the inside, and he pushes me a bit, so I think he backed off, and Jack First actually gets the place back. So lots of lag issues there going on, and I don't really understand it. So a lot of questions to ask after this race. I don't really trust the game anymore, which I didn't trust last year. I didn't trust the car that I was driving, so that really hindered my performance. In fact, I chose not to race at Monza because of the curbs and the car I was driving. I could have asked for another car, but I didn't realise that at the time. So anyway, coming back to the race, I've managed to keep them behind me. Not much to report on because they haven't been really close enough to challenge for a position. Even into here, they're just not close enough. So, but the problem is I have used all of my curves, which I did save last lap, I think. So it's going to be very difficult. They're closer, and they've got mega slipstream, and they're battling with each other. And Jack First going to the outside, trying to pass. Will he do it? No, we'll never know, because I disconnected. And that's probably why I hate Formula 1 2013. So I'm getting my connection sorted out, but until then, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, like it, and please subscribe. And I'll see you in Bahrain. Bye bye.